Yo, 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 Doro Ricio Bully Champ. What's that word? We back now, Mac. GR80. What's good, fellas?
Yo,
What's good? What's
yo,
good?
Dollars World. What's up, bro?
already.
Oh man, tonight we just gonna talk dogs, man. We talking straight dogs, everything dogs tonight. Hold on, let me put my little let's put that little music on. Yeah, put that little mood music. Hey, yeah. So let me ask you fellas this, man. What you guys think about, first of all, Mac, I want to start off with you because I kind of know GR80, but you on the platform, you like being on the platform. So I want to ask you this question. What what made you want to get into the American Bully and American Pit Bull Terriers?
Woo, 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 woo. Man, uh, what first catches our eyes as humans, what the first thing we do is our senses from our eyes would attract us. So
Right?
I thought the dog was very attractive as far as the pit bull, the face, the eyes,
Mm-hmm.
the way they present their teeth, they smile.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a very attractive dog. Um, so when I learned that they come in all different sizes, kind of, I kind of zoned in on what kind of size I liked,
Okay.
and started to shop around, and didn't have to because my uncle was breeding pit bulls. So that's when I got into the pit bulls. But then I went to a friend's house, and he had a bully, and I didn't never seen a dog that can hold that much mass and still function and be as agile as he was.
Right.
So I say, oh man, I want to get me one of those too. You know, I think
Yeah.
the Cane Corsos and the German Shepherds, I think all of those are cool animals, but I just like the bully, the pit bull, their look, and I love the bully temperament.
Okay. That's one of my favorite things about the bully as well.
Yes, sir.
So earlier you were saying you got two different lines. I was watching your video. You were saying you got American Bully and you got American Pit Bull Terrier. Now, explain to people exactly what you mean by your two different lines and what you want to achieve by that.
All right, so basically, um, starting my line from the ground up
Mm-hmm.
because I'm actually trying to build a line and do it correctly instead of buying a bunch of dogs from other people, a bunch of other kind of blood, and having a whole bunch of scattered blood. I
Mm-hmm.
keyed in on the blood that I wanted. Uh, yes, it started scattered in the beginning. We zoned down on the phenotype that we wanted. Um, this took in the beginning 2 or 3 people, and as they got to the point that I thought that I liked, that's when I grabbed the pup. Now this because they were breeding um, dogs to get a certain phenotype. They had pit bulls, but they added a bully into the line. So my puppy uh, came with that kind of blood in him. So when I started to breed him, he kind of went both ways,
Okay.
and that what gave me the opportunity to be able to breed two different lines, two different structures.
So you're saying from your scatterbred dog, it gave you two different phenotypes, and it allowed you to start two different lines. That's what you basically saying.
Yes, sir.
I got you. I follow you. I follow you. GR, how about you, GR?
What's that?
So, so what made you want to get into the American Pit Bull Terriers and American Bullies?
They were the well, first is the American Pit Bull. They stood out to me amongst all the rest of the dogs I dealt with growing up. It seemed like they met everything. They did everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of stood out to me. And they were, you know what I'm saying, attractive, like he was saying. And then, you know, later on, you know, we saw the bully. It had a little more mass, a little more head, and a little more balanced temperament. So that's kind of why I got into them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're more of a way-around dog for me.
I agree.
Same thing. Yeah.
I agree. I feel like I get upset about people who don't really understand the American Bully. And it kind of makes me upset because they try to downplay the dog, they try to downplay the breed, and it makes me, you know, feel like that, man. Like, why y'all try to downplay the breed if it wasn't really bred for what you want it to do? You know what I'm saying? That's like getting a Labrador who, you know, was bred and trained to do, you know, tracking and finding and, you know,
Retrieving.
all of that, and then all of a sudden you want them to do protection work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you want them to do protection work. You say, how can you say the Labrador ain't nothing?
Yeah.
You ain't using him right.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't nothing. You ain't using him right. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
I think that's what makes me mad the most. Because it's one of those things, like I said, man, it's one of those things like you gotta look at the dog, first of all. You gotta look what the dog was created for. That's second of all, right? And then you gotta look at the stable temperament of the dog. Okay, so what am I saying? Okay, so you got the American Pit Bull Terrier. The American Pit Bull Terrier is high, strong, very prey driven, does what it does, right? Then you got the Amstaff, okay? The Amstaff of today, not the Amstaff back in the day. We're talking about the Amstaff right now, okay? Then you got the Amstaff, who has that same kind of temperament of the American Bully, but it does have a little bit more drive than American Bully. Prey driven, a little bit more. Now, it's not as bad. You know, it's not as bad. You got an Amstaff, you got American Pit Bull Terrier. Some people that got an Amstaff cannot have a cat. Some people that got American Pit Bull Terrier definitely can't have a cat. So that's the thing. you got American bullies, 9 times out of 10, you might be able to have a cat. You see, like that's the difference in the breed, right? The Staffy is not far off of the American bully because the Staffy is what kind of give the American bully that stable temperament. So that's what people don't understand. So you have to, first of all, that's why I gotta say, like, you gotta first of all understand your breed and what you really have before you can really say anything negative about a breed. You have to do your homework. You can't just get it because it's muscled up, it's boned up, it look like it's, you know, it's gonna scare off everybody. You gotta understand the breed. And if you don't like that dog, don't like the dog. Don't like the breed. Don't get it. Get something that's more to you, to what you like. But is it trash? No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's made to look beautiful too. You know, it's
right.
it's made to be pleasantly on the eyes. So
Right.
you can't compare that to a dog that was made for war.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You got that companion and you got that family dog. Okay. And when you got that family and that companion dog, that go hand in hand. All right. So that's what we're looking at the American Bully for. Now, you know, I don't believe the American Bully was ever bred to be dog aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the American Bully was bred to do bite work. Now, some people bred dogs with different stuff, and they had a different aggression, right? Had different temperament. But does that make that dog weak? Because it don't do what that man dog does? I don't agree with that. Me personally.
I bred to protect the family.
Right. And it will do that. It's not soft. It's not soft.
Okay, yeah.
I don't believe the American Bully is soft at all. It's not soft. I'm just saying,
Duro. People be making videos and they'll say that about the bully, but a lot of times they don't be specific. So
come here, Cat.
The XLs is something that you really don't want to play with. You know, it is what it is. Test it out if you want to. It's the little ones with the little legs.
Come on.
I think those are the ones that they have a problem with.
Okay. All right. So you talking about more?
Don't do nothing.
So you talking about more of the what? You talking about more of the little micros?
More
pockets?
Yeah.
See, I gotta disagree though. I think it's different lines because I seen some pockets do some work. Like I seen some pockets put some work in.
Right, but because the pocket is just based off the size of the dog.
Right.
But when I say pocket, what I really mean is a line of dog that literally sometimes falls on his butt when he tries to, or his head so big that he, can't run sometimes.
Those are micros, brother.
Right, but they do have some.
I think the confusion comes in with the micro in the pocket because you have some breeders who say that they micro is a pocket, and I think that's what that confusion come in at for certain people.
Yeah, and those micros fuck the name up for the American Bullies. Period, bro.
Yeah.
Because you tell somebody you got American Bully, that's what they expect. To see a dog with dwarfism and Down syndrome with bad bones and bad joints, bad heart. That ain't what we breed.
Right. Tony, what up, Doug? Dulles World. Hold on, y'all. Oh, so Mac, Dulles World, my fault. Dulles World had a question for you. He said, so Mac, you've been breeding for quite some time, but did you take a hiatus, or are you just shifting into breeding more now that you sold the restaurant?
So when I started, I was still full time doing the restaurant business. I actually ran my own wing spot, so I was the chef, the cashier, everything, and kind of did that uh,
Mm-hmm.
from 9 to, yeah, probably 9 to 5, and then I cut the hours from 9 to 3. But uh, when I got my dog to start the program, I kind of, yeah, you could say it was a hiatus so that I can stay focused on the restaurant business.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as I wrapped that up, I went full steam.
Okay.
If that answers your question.
You also said, yeah, I second that. About the Labrador, any working type dog, to be honest. It's just a matter of how you do it and the kind of results you're looking for. It's all about the training. But see, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. It's all about the training. You're absolutely right. It's all about the training, man. It starts at the training, but the training starts from the environment that the dog is in when it's a puppy. And a lot of people don't talk about that. And I always stress that to people that's having upcoming litters. Don't just have them in your basement, your little area where you whelping them. You gotta, once they start to become a certain age, you gotta let them start hearing your voice, the sound of you walking, the sound of different things. You gotta start letting them hear that, at a young age. So therefore they're able to, be like, oh, yo, here come that human with the food. It's time to eat. You want to spend some time with them. You want to let them know how it feels to be petted, young age. Be touched. Human touch. You know what I'm saying? You want them to start feeling certain things. You don't just want to leave them alone, because then that's how you start getting scary dogs, scary puppies. And when you have a companion dog like American Bully, I'm going to say period. I'm going to say a dog, period. Like, I'm going to say, I don't care what breed it is or what the blood is, because it can be the most toughest line of dog, right? But if the living situation, if it's not well right, it can become nervous, and nothing is more dangerous than a nervous, aggressive dog. I'm going to tell you that right now. So that's where it starts at. You have to start and give those dogs high level of care as a puppy. And then, once you start whatever training you're doing, you have to be consistent. That's how the dog is going to get it. The consistency of you doing the same thing. You can't take no days off. If you walk your dog at, 3 times a day or 4 times a day, you can't sit up here and say, okay, well, I'm only walk them 2 times a day. No, they looking for those other 2 times, and you're going to confuse them. So then you get mad at them because you don't understand, because they pee in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because they did a number 2 on the floor. Now you mad at them. That's dog dumb. But do the dog understand the schedule? Is the dog even on the schedule? What is the pattern that you're doing with the dog? You see what I'm saying? So
Talking about home dogs.
hold on, I ain't get to the comments yet. I was just responding to Douglas. We'll also add to that, you need to have a realistic expectations for the dog. Absolutely. Another part, like you guys are saying, it's a dog meant for war. It's trained and conditioned as it should. They could take commands. Right. Too many commands. Whole panel, whole chat. The reality, to me, just my opinion, is the shepherd breeds are listeners. Steely nerve dogs with high stamina is not what you can't do that with other dogs. It just seemed to take less time. I see what you're saying. In my opinion, the hate comes because guys who started breeding mixed dogs claimed it was just another type of pit bull. Mm,
I agree.
mm.
What is hold on? What did I agree
You just talk about I agree. He said, in my opinion, the hate comes because guys who started breeding mixed dogs claimed it was just another type of pit bull.
to? Okay.
Mm. Brotherhood. Some folks used to use the pit bull hype to sell dogs while claiming their dogs were better than pits. Yeah, that's a lot. That's across the board though, man. I can't just say, you know, uh, you know, maybe Labrador or mixed breed type guys that's breeding dogs saying that. I mean, I've seen a lot of breeders say that. They got different types of dogs. You know what I'm saying? Whether they got, you know, Dobermans or, you know, Rottweilers, you know, Shepherds, you know, Mastiffs. I've seen a lot of people that just say, you know, pit bulls get a lot of hate and bullies get a lot of hate. It's like those breeds are like loved, but they hated a lot. More than a lot of other dogs. You don't really hear people hating the Doberman. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? People don't even care about that dog. You know what I'm saying? People don't even care about Dalmatians. Like, they don't even care about labs. You
I
don't
feel
even
like
hear.
bullies and pit bulls a lot of times get irresponsible owners, bro. So
Exactly, they do.
yeah. In turn, they get the bad name.
They do.
Because if you
They
leave
do.
a Dalmatian out, he gonna eat somebody.
Exactly. And that didn't happen across the world and across the board. That didn't happen in multiple cities, multiple states, that a Dalmatian then mauled or then bit somebody's kid up. Also, the border collies as well,
Oh yeah,
and the border collie mixes.
little Lassie to get you.
Yes, but they don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I don't like, you know, with the shelters. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to get the bully breeds adopted, you have to say it's a pit lab mix. You know what I'm saying? Because people hear lab, they like, oh, it's a lab. It's more lab than pit. You know what I'm saying? So they like, oh yeah, they want to get that dog. And it's a shame because they'll put the disclaimers on the kennels and say, if you got kids under, you know, if you got kids, you know, under 10 and under, you shouldn't get this border collie. You know, but I ain't never really seen too many, you know, bullies and American Pit Bull Terriers just not like kids, though. I just never seen it. I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but I've seen more pits and bullies love little kids more than anything.
It's the nanny dog.
Exactly.
Man, it's because you know how African Americans, how we got our hands on the Timberland boot,
Mm-hmm.
but the origins from the Timberland boot is supposed to be a working boot.
Yep.
But once we got our touch on it,
It's fashion. Yep.
I think that's what happened to the pit bull. They're no longer. I mean, they're supposed to be for the pit, but now we use them as fashion. I mean, look at DMX.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He used
he'll
them
make
as
the Robbie with his dogs though.
Yeah, but it was a fashion. It became a fashion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see what you're
mean,
saying.
Every little kid see that as, oh man.
I see what you're saying. Driving and listening. I appreciate that, Tony. Brotherhood. Blue line.
I mean, back in the days, you was still a pit bull real easy. You just walk in the backyard and take a pit bull. So they had to get another type of dog to protect their yard.
Right.
Like a German Shepherd, you know, I call them man eaters, dogs that's made to bite people.
Right.
You know, pit bulls wasn't bred to bite people. They were animal aggressive.
That's right. Rest in peace, DMX. Always, man. Blue line, much love. Summer 26, GR80 Kennels.
For sure. Salute.
What you got going on? Summer 26, yeah?
Bro, we got some fire coming this summer, bro.
Oh. I thought you had something else going on. I'm like, who this? Sound familiar? Yup. Yup. Brotherhood. They can say it's better, but when the pit bull is the foundation of that breed, and then they shit on a pit bull, those breeders weren't respected. No, not at all, man. And I don't understand any breeder. Honestly, I don't understand any breeder, man, that, you know, doesn't believe in American Pit Bull Terrier. And if you have American Pit Bull Terrier in your dog, you know what I'm saying? If the foundation of your dog is American Pit Bull Terrier, I don't understand how you can hate that breed. You know, but like I say, man, a lot of people hate the American Pit Bull Terrier, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand it. I feel like everybody that come to the channel, everybody that be on the panel, everybody love pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? CDC love pit bulls. CDC contemplating on his first dog. He like, Doro, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to give me a pit bull. I don't know if I want to go mastiff. I don't know if I want to go shepherd. I don't know what I want to go, bro. And he keep waffling back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think I'm gonna go pit bull. Man, I think I'm gonna go mastiff. You know what I'm saying? I think I might go Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And that I feel like that's cool because, you know, that shows how high the American Pit Bull Terrier is. You know what I'm saying? That you got in on the same tier, you know, of dogs as the Kane, as the Boerboel, as you know what I'm saying? You got it up there with the upper echelon, and I believe that's where it should be. It did so much for us. You know, it created so much for us. We have to have that respect for it, and I do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just don't understand why. But you know what I'm saying? It's a saying, which also is an organization that's called "Don't Bully My Breed." You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the organizations that I am affiliated with because I want to stop people stop bullying the breed of the American Pit Bull Terrier and American Bully. You know what I'm saying? That's not helping us move forward. Is pushing us back. But then every time we try to take a step forward, here come an idiot coming up doing something stupid that jeopardizes what we're trying to show people on the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of talking to CDC about that last night. You know what I'm saying? About how certain things that you do with your dog can be a liability. You got to pay attention to what's really going on out here. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? How your different states, because everybody here is not in the same state. We might have all been to a certain area that we all at, right? But we're not from the same place, I don't believe. So you gotta understand that, you know, rules is changing around it, you know, and it's coming up fast. It's like I told everybody before, now they want every dog that you have to have a license, right? Now every dog must have a license. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if it don't got the rabies shot, you know, they can confiscate your dog. you know? And so it's different rules that's coming. You show too much, you do too much, you're gonna have to reap what you sow. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Not to stop what you're doing, but just be mindful of what you're doing and how you're doing it and what you're saying and how you portraying what you're saying. If that makes sense. I mean, I feel like it do. But at the end of the day, I just want to make people aware. Okay, when you love your breed like I do, when you love the Amstaff, when you love the American Bully, when you love the American Pit Bull Terrier, when you love the Staffy, when you love the American Bulldog, when you got love for all of these beautiful breeds, you try not to fail them, man. We don't want to fail the American Bully. The American Bully is more than just a show dog, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a show dog and it's a beautiful dog. And don't get it wrong, but it's more to it. They got personality. They got unconditional love. They got protection. You know what I'm saying? It's so much that your dogs give you if you the right owner. You know what I'm saying? But half of the people that's talking the nonsense, man, they dog run away from them. You know what I'm saying? They go to their camera, they dog run away. They dog don't want to be on. You know what I'm saying? Come here, Binky. Binky all the way down there. They don't want to. They ain't running up to him. That's how you know. You say, man, you ain't no real dog, man, bro. So now that I said that, let me ask y'all this. What's in your own opinion, what's a dog man to you? Chat, y'all can answer me too. Let me know in your own words and your own opinion. When people say I'm a dog man, what you think that really means?
You say what? You be what?
When you say I'm a dog man, what do you think that means in your own words? What's a dog man to you?
A dog man to me is a person that live, breathe, and do dogs 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a, I mean, because if you say you're a trucker, are you just a trucker on the weekends, or are you? That's what you do. So that I don't know. I don't want to, look at it like I'm saying it like disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't in the field 24 hours a day, but I'm just saying like that's what I would refer to a dog man. Like, oh, that's a dog man.
Okay. GR, what you think, GR?
Shit, a dog man is, like for me, day in and day out. I'm with these dogs in the morning while I go to bed, middle of the day. Worrying about their health.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to better the breed. That's a dog man.
Mm-hmm.
You always learning about dogs. It ain't never nothing you can't learn every day about these dogs, bro. If you ain't trying to learn something new about a dog every day, you might not be a dog man, bro.
That's right.
That's my opinion.
No, you're right, because you have to be dedicated. And you have to dedicate your life to the dogs in order to be a dog man. You know what I'm saying? You have to do your homework, understand the breeds to be a dog man. You got to know what you bred and how you bred and when you bred, meaning you got your documentation and you know your pedigrees on your productions, not something that you bought. You're a dog man. You condition, train, spend time, bond with your dog. You're a dog man. You understand? And that's what I feel like a dog man is. Dog man is just beyond a breeder. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to breed a dog to be a dog man.
True.
So that's the biggest misconception I see within the dog community as well. Everybody feel like you gotta breed to be a dog man. You a dog man, like I told CDC, because you said so. You dedicated. It's your lifestyle. This is what you do. Can't nobody take that away from you. Breeding dogs is one-sided, bro. It's so much more to do with an animal than just to breed it.
You don't have to be a breeder to be a dog man.
At all.
That's crazy.
At all. At all. And that's what I mean when I say that.
You could be buying your dogs to perform at different shows. You know what I'm saying? And breed now one of them. You a dog man.
Exactly. Because you know why? Those shows cost money. Cost money to go to those shows. It take gas to get there. You know what I'm saying? What is $20 for your interest fee? You know what I'm saying? You networking.
I would consider this guy I used to get my dog food from. He owned a little dog store, but he didn't own a dog. But his fiance owned the dog. But he owned everything that a big chain dog store had. He had. So if you ask him anything about dogs, he know.
Right.
I still, consider him a dog man.
That's a dog man. You can't take that away because a dog man got knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A dog man have knowledge. That's number one. You gotta have the knowledge. Like I said, you gotta have your notes. You gotta have your documentation. You don't want to be a dog man. You know, the days and the years is moving fast now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So every day feel like, I thought today was Thursday at first. You know what I'm saying? Like every day kind of starting to feel like the same. So what I'm saying is that, now, we might say to ourselves, like, man, I think I did that breed in 2019. But what if you did it 2017? You want to know exactly when you did that breeding. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to go to your notes or go to when you registered the litter or whatever the case is and know what you did and how you did. And you always got that. Because what if you want to bring that back? What if you want to bring that back? Then you know exactly all the steps that you did to get there. Because as you get older, your memory ain't always the same. So a dog man stays sharp. A dog man have knowledge. A dog man have consistency. A dog man have results. This is what a dog man have. So, you know what I'm saying? You're a dog man because you dedicated to this lifestyle. You dedicated to wanting to better your dog and spend time with your dog. Not just having dogs. It's a total difference. And that's what I'm saying. They breed pit bull and staff to make bullies, then claim pips weren't nothing that caused the problem. That did cause a problem, especially within the pit bull community. The ones that really don't like kids, at least in my experience, is the corgis. Yo, them little corgis, they get busy, man. Yeah, X was that guy. But to me, the bully breeds are pebbles and hippos. Unless you test them, then you see the other side of the hippo. Yeah, they could get like that, man. Dallas World, you funny.
That pit will show, bro. That pit bull will show itself.
Yeah, that's a fact. Blue line 100, man. I mean, I'm not a pit bull man. Been there, done that. Okay, brother. All right, I feel that, man. This is what I was trying to convey a couple of weeks ago when I told you to be careful what you talked about. Be careful what I talk about. Come on, man. What you talking about, bro? I'm confused, brother. What you talking about? What you talking about, brother? Why it seem like you trying to indirectly send a threat or something, bro? What's up with that? I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. When I told you to be careful what you talked about, like, I don't talk about anything disrespectful on my channel, so I'm kind of confused, bro. What you saying? Is it me or what is he really saying? Because I'm not comprehending.
Yeah, what happened last week?
I don't know. He said a couple weeks ago,
No,
not last week.
I think he was saying the topics. You got to be careful about what you're talking about on the topics, on stuff.
I don't talk about nothing that I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm confused about what you're saying. Being a dog, man, is a person. Huh? What you say?
I know you don't talk about. I think I may be wrong, but I think what he was referring to was we was talking about something, and we was like we got to be careful about certain topics. And I think he had said something in the comments like, "Yeah, you got to be careful about what you talk about."
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. But I don't. Yeah, I guess yeah. But maybe because it's writing, I can't understand it. But it was kind of when I told you to be careful what you talked about. Like that's kind of like what I say what I want to say.
Sense of it.
I'm saying I say what I want to say. Like what is that? I'm not understanding. Being a dog man is a person that really only deal with dogs. Play. I love genetics and the origin of animals for sure.
Definitely.
Put it this way. I spent a lot of time with my dog and all the dogs I had. Della can be half a mile away chasing something, and I call her. She stops chasing, sprints back to me. That's a good dog, then, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good dog.
Baby.
Yeah, that's a really good dog. You know what I mean? Has knowledge and experience, or is willing to learn everything they can about all canines, not just do focus on breeding for trends. Booyah!
Bing, bing, bing.
Booyah! I hate trend breeders, bro. With a passion. I hate trend breeders. I like people who really trying to build something.
Because you only breeding for money or fame if you're a trend breeder, bro. Because what's the point?
Exactly.
You get a dog from me, it's gonna live 12, 15 years, bro. So that ain't no fad. You feel me?
Hey man, that's something that you can really flex these days, though, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can really flex that these days. Like you can really let it be known, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? My dog's living 12 years, 13 years. You getting 14 years out of it. You know? That's a flex. Then as though a lot of dogs passed away at 5. You know? So that's the thing. But I totally agree, 416. I'm sorry, if Nylan, she said, dog man, live, breathe, steady, love dogs. If you say your dog, if you say you're a dog breeder, it's more than loving the look, the interest you take in what you do. I believe that. You gotta have that interest, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta want that first. Like that's the main thing when you're a dog man or a dog woman. Like you know what I'm saying. You gotta have that lifestyle. It has to be in you to want that. To know, man. You can't just go to Cancun, you know, with your friends or your girlfriends. You know what I'm saying, and you ain't got nobody to hold down your kennel. You know your program.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Else you do some dumb stuff like that. You come back, animal control is there. You don't have no dogs, and you ain't gonna be able to get them back. That's neglect. I don't care if they got food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really be careful what you do. You gotta love dogs to be a dog, man. You gotta respect dogs to be a dog, man. I'm not a breeder by any stretch of definition, but I do know how to train for what I want. And you're a dog man, bro. That's simple and plain. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to understand, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It ain't hard. Like it's like if but your dedication to you training Della, and when you get that other dog that you was telling me you want, when you do that though, bro, when you do that, right? Like the level of care, time, compassion, bonding that you spend to train Della, and when you get the other dog, you're a dog man, bro. Because ain't nobody doing that who ain't a dog man or dog woman. That dog gonna sit in the yard in the crate all day, or it's gonna sit in the yard in the kennel all day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bored. It's gonna walk back and forth in its kennel. It's gonna be bored. It don't do nothing. Don't want to do nothing. Don't know how to do nothing because its comfort zone is gonna be in there because it been there. It been in there its whole life. That's just how it is. But you gotta bond with your dog. Take your dog on a hike. Take your dog on a nice walk. Go on a trail with your dog. Take a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? If you got a couple, take two. Your most two that you can control. You know, take them out. Let them see the world. Spend some time with them. You'll see how they really, really respect you. And the more and more you correct your dog, not punish your dog, correct your dog. Okay, correct your dog is the word. Correct. The more and more your dog will look at you like, okay, you the alpha. I respect that. And some dogs fall in line and they love that. Now you'll have your knucklehead here and there that don't like that. They don't like to be corrected. They like, Dad, shut up. Mom, shut up. I don't want to hear you. I do what I want to do. You said sit, I'm gonna look at you like I don't know what sit means. You got those dogs who like that.
Especially in front of company. You got company.
Exactly. You got those dogs that do that.
Go to your room.
Yeah.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, man, is that, you know, the more you spend that time and that correction with them, the more they're going to get it and they're going to have that respect for you. And that respect is more because, you know, I try to tell people all the time when they ask about training tips, and I try to say that instead of your dog fear you, your dog respect you, you're going to get more out of it. Your dog fear you, it's going to be hard to get everything out of that dog that you really, really could get because it's afraid of you. And you think about like a person. If a person is afraid of you, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to teach them to do something, they so afraid to mess up or not do it right because they're afraid of you. They don't know what's going to happen. Well, it's the same thing with your dog. That's why I said correction, not punish. Correction. And you'll see how your respect level goes up. Some of the best dog breeders has bred very few litters. Breed for high quality instead of high volume production.
True.
I agree. 416, you cooking today. Not that you don't cook every day, but you cooking today in Doro Lounge.
Good.
You know what I mean? And he agreed with you, Del, as well. Brotherhood. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. I was talking about.
You need different dog, man, for different things. Like my man would say, he's a trainer. You know, a breeder, he's not a trainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's important, bro. You got different type of dog, man.
Yeah, you're right. What did you say? You say yes. That's exactly what I was saying. I was talking about what you were talking about. At the same time, I hate that you have hatred towards me immediately without no understanding. I don't got no hate for you, bro. I was confused at what you were saying. I don't got no hate for you. I don't hate you at all. If I hate you, I would have deleted your comment. That's why I asked you. That's why I said what you talking about. Because I didn't understand what you were saying or 100% where you was coming from when you said to tell me to watch out what I'm talking about. And I didn't understand that. That's why I asked the other panel members if they could comprehend what you were saying, because I didn't understand, because I'm just talking. Like, I'm just going on with the show. So y'all might have comments down. I didn't scroll down yet. I don't see them yet until I scroll down, get to them, and then talk about it. But nah, it ain't never nothing like that, brother. It ain't never nothing like that. I think what he's trying to say is don't say anything too graphic about pit bulls because your channel might get reported as a pro dog. No, see, but that's the thing though.
He's speaking for pit bulls, I believe.
I'm
that conversation now.
Yeah, I'm advocating. No, I'm advocating for the American Pit Bull Terrier. So that's why I'm trying to understand what you're saying, brother. For somebody to report my page, that wouldn't make sense because I do so much for the breed in real life. I bring that to the channel for people to understand, and I try to protect them and help other kennels or my brothers, people like you that's listening. You know what I'm saying? Try to help you watch what you put out there. So for anybody to report my channel, that's just hating. You know what I'm saying? That would be just hating. And I don't think you would get far by doing that because at the same time, I don't talk about none of that. I don't condone none of that at all. So I don't even know what that's getting at, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this channel to shut down. It ain't gonna shut down.
What's happening?
Huh?
What's happening?
Bro,
No, man, it was a conversation a couple weeks ago we was having, and we was talking about pit bulls and maybe fighting or something came up, and we were all like, nah, we don't talk about that stuff. We don't talk about that stuff. So people in the chat was like, right, because your channel will get shut down and blah, 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 blah. So he was just regurgitating what we was talking about.
Okay. So when I was saying that I tell people to watch out, he was saying that's what he was telling me to. Okay, so that's what I was saying though. That's what I was trying to understand. That's why that's why I said is in text. So you know what I'm saying? When you texting something and you reading it, you like what you talking about. Or you know, sometimes a text message or a comment or whatever writing can get misconstrued because of the simple fact that I'm not hearing what you're saying. And I didn't moved on by the time I got to your comments, so I didn't understand what you were saying. But no, it's all love. Gotta be more careful. Just talking about hunting, I've done. But yeah, I hear you. What we doing? We drunk in here tonight? This dude, man.
Bottoms up.
This dude. I don't know what he's talking about. Hold on. Why am I? Okay. That's Matt. Because every time. All right. See, I ain't echoing now. Every dog you get after the first dog is exponentially harder than just having just one instead of twice as hard, as is 3 times hard and grows greater with each new dog. You're right though. You're right, brother. It does. It does. It really does. But everybody gotta understand that every dog is different, though. That's another thing. A lot of people don't understand. Some people think if you get a dog and say your first dog pass on, right, and you think a lot of people expect the next dog to be just like that dog, and it doesn't work like that. They all have their own different personality. Now, if you got some breedings and some litters off that dog, you might see, some traits in the offspring that remind you or it's just like that dog in this sir. But if you just go out and get another dog, nah, you setting yourself up for failure. It don't work like that. Brotherhood, salute CDC. Yeah. Thank you for trying to say what I was trying to say. I was talking about the topic, not telling you what to do about dogs. Well, I'm confused. Let's talk dogs today. That's a bad topic. I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe we missing somewhere, man. Or the topic that we were speaking of. I'm confused.
Man, don't be confused, man. We good. We on track.
Yeah, we good. We good. Yeah.
Brotherhood. No, because I don't want him to feel no type of way in the.
Nah, he was just talking about what we was talking about earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. No, I ain't trying to. Nah, bro, you good. TESD, you good. I'm trying to understand because you gotta understand it's my show. So I'm talking about all types of different things. You know what I'm saying? So when I might have said something, I might not understand what that moment what you were saying. But then when I read it and I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, man. But it's all good. I got you. And I understand. And what you told me before, it was noted. It was noted, though at Doro Lounge, we don't talk about no foolishness. We love our dogs. We don't talk about condone no foolishness over here. Not even a little bit. I do not tolerate it at all. And my panel members will tell you that. I do not play that at all. Doro know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Did I miss something, CDC? Hold on. What we doing? We drunk in here tonight. That's all you said. Doro know what I'm talking about. I don't. Why everybody think I know what they talking about tonight?
What you drinking, Javier?
I think Javi got some Mad Dog 2020 tonight, man. I think that's what
Some Boone's Farm.
Pastor Kambasi.
Nah, somebody just text me, man, that's listening. They talking about, man, you getting aggressive with the viewers. Nah, bro, I'm not getting aggressive. You probably just tuning in, fam. No,
He trolling.
I'm not getting aggressive with the viewers, man. Oh man, I'm not getting aggressive with the viewers. I just didn't understand it, brother. We good now, though. I just don't understand because I was talking about so much, and then I wanted to start talking about what's a dog, man. So. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. Signals got crossed a little bit. Mr. Catch Dog Concepts, Brotherhood. You know, I love the Brotherhood in the chat, man. Yeah, that's the dog, Jenny. After Tilly's story, same type, English lab type dog, totally different ball game. But there were reasons. Word. Since you're looking for a dog, why are you preferring to get a male? What are you preferring to get, a male or female first? That's a good question. Man, ain't nobody drinking, man.
That's a good topic right there.
That is a good topic right there. CDC. But he too busy talking about people drinking that ain't drinking. Ain't nobody drinking, man.
He gonna say, I'm not sure because, like I said,
he said, I don't really have an urgency to breed right now. And whatever breed I get, the females are usually more trainable and easier to own, just to understand the breed and get a good grasp. Okay. So Javi wants to get a female first.
That's smart.
I do.
I think that's the best way.
I agree. I totally agree.
Because you wanna give your female time to mature before you buy that male.
Right.
That's about 2 years, man.
Yep.
Year and a half, 2 years.
So here you go. He trolling. So everybody trolling today, huh? So when I start trolling back, don't be talking about.
Oh boy!
Don't start talking about yo man. See Doro wilding. There you go. Don't do that when I start trolling, man. Because you know I'm like 50 Cent with the trolling, man. Doro know he's sipping, man. I'm not, bro. I promise, man. I promise. Now Matt, you sound like that. Hey Mac, he said, "Who sound like that?"
He caught it. I didn't think he'd catch it.
Yo, that's the second time, man. That's 2 weeks straight. That's 2 weeks straight that somebody said that, man. Who said that? I told Yella said Colin. He said, "Man, I don't remember no Colin."
Hey, you know he be sounding like that when you ask him something.
Oh man. If you have a good female, there are countless studs to choose from if you choose to breed. That's a fact. And you can start that way as well if you have a female. That's a fact. That is 100% true. I like that though. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that too. I wanted to ask y'all this. Now, Mac, who you would say is your best dog in your yard?
The best dog?
Yeah, all the way around. Not just looks, all the way around.
Mama Leah.
And why?
She was right here just playing with my toes and had to tell her leave me alone, and she went over there and laid on a little pallet. Now she's snoring.
Okay, so that's a family dog.
Yeah.
Great family dog, great companion dog, you saying?
Great
temperament and everything. GR, what about you?
Shit, I'm gonna have to say Keke.
Okay. And why?
I'm gonna say because he more obedient and temperament, because I was able to spend that one-on-one time with him for years. You know what I'm saying? Before I got the rest of them. So we got that connection.
Okay.
Yeah, he down there like a little person walking through the house, for real. Talk to this man in sentences, bro.
Now, do this come with age? Because, you know, they get calmer as they get older.
That's right.
True. Yeah, he was always a wise dog. Like real shit, he was always like, he always had that personality, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Cause like I was saying, my Rhino, the man, he would blow me out the water with the it's like, what is it, cyanide? What is it when you have mind to mind without even, you know what I mean? It's like, you knew what I was thinking.
So that was like your soul dog, huh?
Yo, Avatar.
Okay. So the second question that's kind of like in the mix. What makes a true foundation dog? Chat, tell me what makes a true foundation dog, chat? Just like y'all did the dog man. Let me know.
That dog that can throw his look.
Okay. Okay. What else? I want a little bit more though. Those look. I agree.
I mean, when you say foundation, you talk about the male and the female.
Yeah, I'm talking about what.
So they got
makes
to
it-
have great structure.
What makes a true foundation though?
I don't think so, GR.
Both of them got to have great structure, bro. I like
I don't
Here
know.
come the great
got to.
debate. Here
got
come
to.
the great debate.
It's like why would you start training with a broke leg, bro?
Because I see
Why
all
would you
the
start
time
training
people,
with a broke leg?
Yeah, but I see all the time people start with a bitch that like has all the bully shit, right? But she got a high rear.
But why would you start with and you got to start correcting shit already? That don't make sense to me.
It's because in the bully world, getting the bully type,
I mean, like
it's
dogs,
very,
period,
very
bro.
hard.
We can't just say the bullies, bro. Like dogs, period, bro. Like, why would you start with something that? Why would you start with something that's not in the standard? Like, that's crazy.
But that's why I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. So for like any other dog, you would need to stick to how your mind frame. You need to do that. But in the bully world, because the bully traits are so hard to
No, bro.
stick.
It's too many great dogs to pick from out here, bro. That's crazy.
No, it
That's
ain't.
like
Not female
I'm a track
wise.
star, but I'm gonna start training for the 100-meter, but I got a broke leg.
Not female
You
wise.
gonna, man,
It's
you're
a lot of
gonna be
studs.
forever trying to get right. Then you're gonna have some setbacks. Then you're gonna break that bitch again. You're gonna miss the Olympics, bro.
I would agree on the stud, but not on the female.
That's crazy. Duro, how much percentage of the structure come from the female?
80%.
So that's crazy, bro.
Right, but that's why they be saying bruise stock. Like I'm only speaking
So
up for the people I
you need an 80 to
actually
pass the
breed on
test.
their yard.
You need an 80 to pass the test, but you're gonna start with a 60. You lost. You failed. Start over.
No, cause listen, okay, so if you breeding an XL and you do that with that type of rear, yeah, you throwing off your whole line. But if you are trying to breed pockets and like standard, not classics, but standards that really have that bully look, that bully feature is really hard to capture. So you're gonna take your
go out and
chance with
find
that.
it. Take your time, research, find it, pay the money. Like that's crazy. You fucking up the breed. Like we better in the breed. We looking for good health, good structure. Why would you throw that in the blood?
The great debate.
That's outrageous, bro. Like if you know this bitch got AIDS, why would you fuck her? That's crazy.
Hey, GR.
Hey.
Oh, that's too much? I'll scale it back.
Yeah, that's too much. You gotta be careful when you.
If you know this female
Yeah.
got bad genetics, why would you breed with her? Like that's crazy.
Because in the bully world,
Bro, dog,
structure.
that's crazy for you to say the bully world. Like that's,
yeah, man. I'm
I
trying.
don't
to
even
tell
understand that logic.
Because this is what they talk about on their podcast.
Hold on, GR. Let us say it.
Right. This is what they talk about on their
Go ahead.
podcasts, man. This is what these people are discussing, and frames and all that stuff. They feel like they can fix. You know, you after you get that massive head and the bully structure, and let's say you had a high rear. Now they think that they can go to something that ain't high to fix that. But long as they got that phenotype, they need that to win shows and to carry on. They
Bro, just stop listening to them,
or
bro. Stop listening to them because they fucking up too.
No, I'm
They
just
giving out bullshit information. I don't care who.
And maybe
it is,
I'm
bro.
playing devil's advocate, but I'm just relaying the message of, you know.
But
how
you obviously
how
you
they
listening
breed.
to them, cause that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm listening to him, but my girl don't look like that.
My girl don't look like what?
Well, not my girl, because your dog is named My Girl, but Big Mama don't look like that.
Okay, don't look like what?
The dogs I'm speaking up for. The people, the guys that use brood stock, the people that use those dogs to further their or what Duro was saying, the
Big Mama not my dog, but I think she got good structure.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not specifically breeding that way, bro, because you was like, you listening to him. Yeah, I hear the breed. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm telling you how it goes
Okay.
in the bully world.
Okay, that's just like saying you breeding a bloodhound, but you gonna start with a dog with short ears.
Hold on, GR. Hold on.
No, man, longer the
Hold
blood.
on, hold on, man.
I'm breeding a dog that gonna sniff out, but I got a dog that can't even
Hold on.
sniff goddamn 5 feet. That's crazy.
Yo, hold on. Time out. I'm gonna let y'all go back. I love it, bro. That's what I wanted. That's why I asked the question, and y'all did it for me. But hold on. So, Mac, you basically saying that in the bully community that if a dog has a high rear but has a great structure phenotype, you saying they will still use that, and then with the offspring go into the ABKC show and win. That's what you're saying?
You said with the offspring. Oh, if the offspring has, because sometimes, the female will have a high rear, right? But she'll throw dogs that's, perfectly designed to go in the show.
Now, I don't really see in the ABKC, I don't really see high rears. Now, I will be honest, I do see weak top lines a lot in the dogs that's at the shows, but I don't really see too many high rears too much.
They had a champion with a high rear, year before last?
How long ago?
Like 2 years ago?
Who was that?
I don't want to call the wrong name, bro.
All right, hold on.
Might have been Bear. I don't know.
Go back to y'all debate, and I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
And that's my point. So they not looking.
That don't make it right, bro.
Whether you talking about the bully world though,
bro. Dog, period, bro. If your dog made to have a high rear, then breathe that way. That's different.
Oh man,
that's why the Frenchie is made to have an underbite, right? So
that's the Frenchie, bro. So breed to have the underbite. That's different. You breeding towards the standards. Like, why would you add something that's not supposed to be there in the first place?
No, man. Like the standard and the goal is to breed to that standard, right? That's close to it. If you want to walk away, with the big trophy at the end, with the big jump, you want to walk away with that one. Your dog needs to look like the structure that they got it printed out, right? But what I'm saying is, when you have dogs in the ring and only 2 of them out of 10 have the bully actual phenotype, but both of those have high rear, they're going with one of them, whenever one has the high rear, because in their mind that's all they got to choose from. Right. That the bully comes before the structure in their mind.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Why you think fans and being able to squirt water on your dogs, all that is accepted in the ring?
Cause, bro, they bred the dogs all fucked up, so now the dogs can't even breathe, bro. That's bullshit. That's not good health, dog. That's what we preaching on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to share. Like,
that ain't good health, bro. Why would you breathe that? Your dog can't breathe to fucking walk outside to take a shit. I don't want that goddamn dog. Because he about to die before he walk outside to take a shit. Because
the dog the dog will win best in show and get a whole bunch of
but the bitch gonna die. He gonna die in a year and a half. What the fuck?
10-4.
That's crazy, man.
CDC, what up,
Why
bro?
would I breed that, bro? Why would somebody
What's
do
up,
that? That's
man?
crazy.
What you think, brother?
I just want to know
CDC.
who said what I think. Who said that? I want to know who said, well, I think it like this, like I said. Mac had me on his sounding lame as hell.
You just want to troll, huh?
What you
Yeah,
talking
what's
about?
going on? What's going on over
But
here?
I'm saying, though, he had me sounding lame as hell. But I think y'all right, though. Mac is right. When it comes to selection, they got to go off of what's best in the show. And a lot of those awards say best of show.
Yeah.
I mean, they say best of breed, but that's only the representation of what's there at the show at the time.
That's what I said. That's what they got to choose from.
Yeah, but that may not be. The
But
best
I'm
thing
pretty
that
sure.
year.
I'm pretty sure it was another dog that was probably a little smaller, but that dog looked better than those two.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But it's gonna have to be a different breed. But
Would I have bred to those two with the high rears and they weren't best in show? Fuck no. That's crazy.
right. Yeah, it's difficult because, like you said, everybody doesn't participate, and a lot of people are steering away from the shows. Not necessarily in bullies, but other breeds. So they got to go with what they got, and it may not be what
Okay,
they want
but
or
let's go back to
standard.
my bad.
Go ahead. What you saying?
I was saying let's go to the Westminster though, a real dog show.
Yeah.
None of those dogs gonna be fucked up like that. It's gonna be a hard decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why they like the bully world. That's crazy. We got to do better as the bully world. To be thinking you can breed flaws. You know what I'm saying? Inside, that's crazy. We gotta do better, man.
But how would you mitigate that?
Like I say, bro, do you like what you doing right now, big dog? You researching, you taking your time. You gonna find the right shit. You're not gonna bring a dog that's easty westy, his ass in the sky, and he got a fucking long ass underbite. That's crazy.
The dogs
You gonna
that's
bring
at
that home?
The dogs
Because
that's
the
at the
dad won best in
Westminster.
show?
The dogs that's at the Westminster, they stud books are not open. The
What
bully
the fuck?
stud books are still open. They still trying to finish this thing out and critique. So that's why they actually the flaws is a big old topic that they talk about because they know they got them.
Would that be acceptable in your program, CDC? Flaws?
Oh, well, high rear, easty, westy.
And I'm saying if a high rear is acceptable in the bloodline, that's it. But I mean, is it flaws acceptable in your program, big dog?
Not in mine, but there is a difference when it comes to what people are breeding for. Like, I could get a Cane Corso and I could be hog hunting, doing protection with it, and still going to confirmation shows. But my main purpose is to have a family protection trained dog.
For sure.
So I may in a hog hunter, so I may breed for a longer muzzle maybe, or just because I like to have a dog that can hold on, or I may breed for what is it? Let's say a slightly higher rear, just so the dog can power off a lot more, but still have a strong rear, so it can power off when it runs of its rear. But then there's people that just do only show, and they breed directly to the standard. And there's people that do, I don't know, let's say they want a big therapy dog because they're a bigger person, so they need a dog that'll be able to handle them, or a bigger breed. Say they want the dog to be able to go walking with them all day long, or their job is to walk around a lot. They may want a lighter dog, but that breed. So it really depends on what the person is using that dog for, or their dogs for. What's their purpose? Because I believe the two tie into each other. The dog has to be built for whatever job it's doing. If the dog isn't, it may be able to perform, but are you really breeding if you're not trying to prioritize and build on a great structure to perform to the best of your ability in whatever you have your dog doing?
Exactly.
Good answer.
Yeah, you never said. Yeah, exactly. You never said you was gonna breed a flaw in there.
No, but I'm gonna just breed to whatever. I'm gonna breed to the standard. We're gonna look at the standard. We're gonna make sure
Yeah.
the standard
But
is
if you feel like you can improve,
yeah,
you'll improve it. Yeah.
exactly.
But we're not gonna go backwards, man. That's
No.
I don't understand it.
Okay,
And-
so let me ask y'all this.
Uh-huh.
What do y'all think about the breeders? Hey, hold on. Before I ask y'all that, 416 said, start to breed with the best possible selections and try to improve upon them. He said,
Mhm.
my first love was a pit bull and always will be. Always own one, will always have one. I agree. AQ said it only takes one dog to make a perfect litter. I see what you're saying. If you got a good dog and your female is a producer, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was asking you, no worries. Yeah, I get that. They're beautiful companions always, even though I can't say I've had a real 100% pit bull. I met enough to know they're that they're the best. I currently have a German, what's that? Czech Shepherd as well. She just
Czech.
turned
Check.
a what?
Check.
Oh, Czech Shepherd as well. She just turned a year old. I don't know what that is, but I'm about to Google it. I ain't ashamed to say that 416. I ain't gonna act like I know what you're talking about.
It's a certain line of German Shepherds. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the phenotypes are different somewhat, but it's a German Shepherd.
Okay.
And I mean that's the same thing. There's different German Shepherds. I can't think of all of them because there's like some that are Northwestern or different ones. But like the say for instance, the BDR German Shepherd. That's one of my favorite bloodlines of dogs. They
Okay.
they're bred a little bit different from the regular German Shepherd. They're bred a little bit. They have a little bit more bone mass or bone density, excuse me, and they got a broader muzzle, bigger head, and they're also bred more to withstand the cold better because I think they worked in Germany on the border and they had to withstand the cold temperature. But I've heard some people say they withstand the heat very well also. But they were a dog bred, and I think they're also a little bit shorter or lower to the ground. They're more compact
Okay.
rather than, some German Shepherds be tall as hell. But yeah, there's some differences within them. I might have been incorrect about maybe the size because I've seen some DDR Czech lines that are tall as hell, like Great Dane tall, from what it looks like. But for the most part, I know that they're more compact than a regular German Shepherd.
Okay.
And it's a working line German Shepherd also. Well, that's supposed to be a working line. But that's it. That's my little piece on that.
Got you. So I was gonna ask y'all, what is what are hold on, did I miss some? Yeah, work your way up.
Yeah, cause GR, don't you know in the bully world, bro, they can take a clean dog and breed to an extreme dog and get everything that they wanted.
Okay, then you sell those dogs and somebody else breed them, and then they get everything they didn't want when they breed those dogs.
Yeah, true.
That's stupid,
Not if
bro.
you select the breeding.
And then they sell those dogs, and then they breed those dogs. Now we got 100 fucked up dogs in the bloodline.
Well, you're right.
No, man, that ain't what you see in the pedigrees, man. People selective breeding, so that's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
what you mean? They
once you
selective
take
breed
the
for flaws, bro.
hold on,
Look
hear me
at it.
out. Let me land my plane. Once you take the correct dog and you breed it to an extreme dog, you take the puppy that you got that you wanted, and then that puppy produces itself. Long as
Alright,
that puppy producing itself.
I know the tract of cleaning something up, bro. I know how to do that, but that's stupid. Why would you have to keep cleaning some shit up? That's dumb, bro.
Because man, it's not you gonna keep getting pit bull. They trying to get bully traits, not they don't want the pit bull gene to keep coming up.
Okay, so
Why would you
I
buy
got
something
dogs.
that
I got dogs from the 4th generation, bro, and they all coming out looking the same by now. And I ain't start with no damn fucked up top lines, fucked up jaws, easty westies, or none of that.
I honestly think the problem starting out though is that people are buying stuff that they gotta clean up.
Exactly. There you go.
That's what I was
There
just
you
about
go.
to ask
That's
y'all.
my point.
I was
That's
going to
my
ask
point.
y'all. I
That's
was going
my
to ask
point.
y'all, what do y'all think about people who go backwards and start with the dogs with either the bad genetics or the dogs with the flaws, but they feel like they can fix it?
I really don't want to have to fix shit starting out.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
I want to start out with the best of what I can get. Now, if there's some problems that pop up, we're a little high or something like that, okay, we're going to try and fix that interbreeding, which will take a little time, but I'm going to try and breed it to the right thing that'll build it up to be better than what it was before. But I'm trying to start out with the best I can get. I don't want no BS to where I got to keep trying to fix this and that. And that tends to happen because people got a hot dollar. They see something, oh yeah, I gotta have this, or they see a bloodline, they like, I gotta have that, but they don't look past just the bloodline. They don't look at what produced that and what comes from that.
Okay, break it down for people who might not understand. Instead of saying might breed that, break it down what you're really saying though.
So what I'm saying, some people, they get the things that are the dogs that are messed up, or they get those dogs where on the outside looking in, they may get hyped up from a good graphic of the dog being promoted, or say they got one good parent, it's one good stud, a stud that they like. They buy that puppy just because of that, but they don't really look into how that dog's built, the mother, even the stud. Some people just see the name or where it came from, and they want that dog because of where it came from. They don't look at that dog's structure, its health. They don't ask how the dog breathes, how it moves, and what he may produce or what his parents produce.
Right.
They only look into the what is it? What am I trying to say? The eye popping things that catch your eye first. Like I said, the kennel names, the graphic, all of that.
It's like, why would you breed dogs that got breathing issues and send it to Texas or Florida? You ain't gonna make it. Say it again.
You asking for trouble.
Exactly. That dog ain't gonna make it, bro.
No.
I heard about
why would you breed that?
I was telling 416, I heard about the DDR Shepherds. I know about those. He says the same thing as the Czech, same country, just a new name after the war. So I was like, oh, all right. So if you would have said DDR, I wouldn't know exactly what you were saying. He said it depends on the flaw of the dog. I want to touch up on that real quick. But he also just kind of said what I was going to talk about, because he said bad hips or health is a no-go to him. But 2 inches short, he said that's okay to him as a flaw.
Yeah.
But he said bad hips and health. So, over here, we always talk about health first. That's always our kick. That's how we give it to them. And the thing about it is, what about the dogs that got bad hips or bad elbows or, bad rears or bad joints, but still being bred? Right? The thing about it is, what if you don't know that? What if that happened to you and you don't know that? You never know who's listening, who's going to hear this on a playback, right? So the thing is, put yourself in those shoes. Let's just say, no name, no blames. Don't, because we don't know. But let's just say it's a top breeder out there selling dogs with bad joints, bad hips, bad elbows. You know what I'm saying? Easty westy feet not tight at all. Flat feet. Let's just say, you spent some money for that dog. are you going to be responsible enough, regardless if you spent 5,000 on them, 6,000 on them? Are you going to be responsible enough to not breed them, or are you going to say I'm breeding them because I spent my money on them?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's nasty work.
Right.
But honestly, I would say a lot of people shouldn't be spending their money. If you don't know those things like top line, structure on the dog, tendencies of a dog. You know, if you're just doing a modern day Google search of what the breed may be like, depending on, and not even knowing that if you get this dog, say I get a Malinois from another kennel, it may be a crackhead, it may be something I couldn't have around nobody else, and then I get another one from, I don't know, let's say Sam or another kennel. It's sweet as pie. I can do whatever with her, but she's still working with her. If people don't know those certain things, I don't even think they should be. I don't want to say in the game, because you have to have new people in the game just to keep it at a median of people that, because everybody knows it all when it comes to this. Everybody got the baddest dogs, so new people I think help refresh that. But I think, like GR said earlier, people should do their research, take their time. It shouldn't be when can I get these dogs and how much are you charging? You know, bam, wham, bam. You know, I got the dog, and then like you just said, top line or joints are terrible, and now you're effed. You spent your money. Now you got to wait 6 months to save up to get you something else and get rid of this dog.
But you know that happens. That happens because it's a whole different world or a whole different geographic of people. Like the world I come from, is like this social media, YouTube. It's kind of taboo from the world I come from. We don't talk about stuff. We don't speak on stuff. We want to stay hidden. So coming to this world is like I'm learning a whole different style of things. Coming from the underworld, the unknown, it's like those guys got bullies. Those guys got dogs. They not talking about top lines. They not talking about structure. All they know is they got whatever dog that, you know, is called. If it's a bully, they know they got bullies. If it's a pit bull, they know they got pit bull. And they put two pit bulls together, and now I got pit bulls. Who want them? I got two bullies. I put them together. Who want them? You see what I'm saying? And that is what I was talking about. And they put the same price tag because they'll look to see what the market is, and they'll put that same price tag on their dog. And those are the people that's getting screwed because they're not doing their, like you saying, doing their homework to look to see who got actual YouTube channels, who's actually following a certain protocol and program and such and such.
And see, that's crazy, bro. Like when I was breeding as a kid, we didn't have YouTube.
Right.
So you had to do the shit correct.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't do it for instant gratification, bro. You did that shit correct. Because when somebody gonna purchase this dog, you want them to purchase something that's gonna be a showstopper, bro. Like people want to see this.
And yeah, I would
in person,
and I kind
of real life. Like, you know, this ain't YouTube. Like this is real.
Right. And meeting people like you and Yellow kind of opened my eyes too, that like, you know, I think that come from a family. You know, it's in your genetics when you know about these dogs like the way y'all know about them. You know what I mean? Like your granddaddy, your daddy, you know what I mean?
I don't know, you got a love for it, bro. It's a passion for dogs and animals, man. It ain't, you know, that's an advantage if you got somebody that always had them when you was a kid. True enough.
Yeah, no doubt.
True.
But you still got to have that passion.
I think we all came from that. My grandparents, they bred Dobermans. Both my uncles bred dogs since they were 16, and I had dogs, but I also showed pigs and sheep and whatnot. Also, and took care of pigs and took care of baby pigs. So it's when you have it from the beginning, like GR said, it's easy. But then there's people that come in and think they know everything because they did a couple Google searches, and now you can't tell them shit. Like I seen, I experienced this last week. Somebody was like, somebody I know said, I want a Malinois. Like, who know where I can get one? Then I commented, I said, man, I don't know if you really know, but that's a dog you got to put a lot of time into. You got to put a lot of time into any dog, honestly. But for a herder, a Malinois, like that's not a dog for the faint of heart, depending on where you get it from. Like I said, it'll take the whole house up if you don't walk it like 2 times a day and play with it and work it. Like you're gonna have issues. He told me, young man, I don't need you on my post telling me all this. You can get off of here. You can get off of here, just unless you tell me where I can get one.
This is where you can get off.
I was like, all right, go ahead. Like, it's up to you. But then he knew I got connections, so he was like, you know where I can get one. And I was still trying to tell him, like, bro, like, get a trainer if you're gonna get one of these, because it's not just a dog you can just grab and then just implement it to your household. There's a lot you got to do with them. And then he still was like, bro, I know what to do. I'm a dog man just like you. But I ain't seen or heard him talk about dogs at all until that week, you know? So it just, a lot of people don't want to hear it when it comes
That's
to
the thing. That's the thing. Can I butt in, brother? That's the thing about it, man. A lot of people don't want to hear it when you giving game and knowledge about how to make things or certain situation better. They frown upon the help instead of taking the help. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking it, because everybody want to feel like they know something. Yep. Instead of just saying, like, you know what, man? Okay, that's what you saying? Okay, why you saying that? Even if you hit that brother in the DM and just ask that brother, why you saying that? Okay, because I really don't understand. Break that down for what you're really saying, because I might not have ever heard of it from what you're saying, but it might be able to be something that can help, you know, my dogs and in the future, right now, whatever the case is. But a lot of people don't want to take the help. That's why I always say the people that come to my channel is the people that don't mind learning things about from different avenues, whether it's the vet field, whether it's breeding, whether it's business, whether it's understanding, you know, on how to just be a better version of you. We all give that, right? And you got to want to hear it and able to retain it and able to apply it and take it in stride. It's not criticism of you or you saying that you don't know what you're doing, but we all can get better. What happened to people using the word evolve, right? Like, I just turned 39, so like I was 38. I'm 39 now. I want to evolve than what I was 37, 38. You know what I'm saying? Because I would be a fool to stay in the same mindset I was 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm a year older. Right? It's always something to think about.
Yeah. Happy belated.
Thank you, brother.
Man.
You know,
happy birthday, bro. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you, brother.
Oh yeah, happy birthday. So,
Y'all all told me already, I believe. But thank you.
that brother that he was talking about getting a Malinois, like I even heard him out. I was like, so what do you want one for? He was like, for like be a guard dog, but he said he wanted to smut. He wanted to hunt small game with it. This ninja ain't never hunted day in his life, and I told him, like, man, that's probably not the best dog for hunting if you wanted to get into that. Once again, man, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you to tell me what dog to get and what I should do. Just point me in the direction of where I can get one. I just left him on red after that. I was like, man, this is, and I kind of get why some people don't open up, but I'm definitely gonna give somebody a chance. You know, but when you can't give somebody you can't lead the horse to the water. You can lead the
Yeah,
horse
you
to the
can
water,
just
you can't make it drink.
hip them to the game, man, and live
But
and let live. You know.
also, and once you do that, also never take it personal. Like never take it personal if they don't want to hear it from you, because a lot of times they don't want to hear it from you. That's the main thing. They don't want to hear it from you. They'll go to someone else's channel and they'll listen to that person. They'll get all the game from that person and they'll take it, but they won't want to hear it from you. And you guys could have said the same exact thing.
That's real talk.
But they don't want to hear it from you. And that's the main thing. 416, let me get to the comments real quick, y'all. 416 said, if a dog is messed up and you breed it, that can be dangerous if you sell pups to the wrong person. Yeah, you risking yourself getting sued.
Yeah.
You risking your whole reputation, especially in this age on YouTube, social media. All you got to do is sell a dog to the wrong person. You tell a dog that you got Cane Corsos and your bully tied with that Cane Corso and you sell it as a purebred Cane Corso, people is gonna find out and they're gonna bring it to the internet. That's a fact.
Yeah.
The internet is wicked. Gotta educate those cats and elevate them. You definitely gotta educate. Can good feed help the bone structure in those dogs? Yeah, I mean,
good nutrition is vital.
Definitely.
I don't think it can help the bone, but I think it's vital for what they structure and stuff. Yeah.
No. It can. It depends on what.
You mean like the strength of the bone, right? Not like girth, right?
Yeah.
No. Well, what I'm saying is during growth. If the dog have the proper nutrition, then that will definitely help develop stronger bones, better joint health. You know what I'm saying? Proper muscle. That's
I agree because it's a bone structure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yes, absolutely, because of the simple fact, brother, when the food is a high quality food and has the right nutrients, like that's why I always tell people at a certain time, like start feeding your puppies like 3 times a day. Like when they're young, feed them like 3 times a day, because you got to understand that calcium is just like certain people, like certain women, they take calcium pills, certain men, right? Because that's give you that good bone density, right? So you definitely want that. And you got to make sure that the food got the omega-3s, that fatty acid, because that helps the joint and inflammation. All right. So you always want to look for food that got glucosamine in it as well. And you want to start that as a puppy as well. Even though once they start getting, 1 and 2, you want to give them a little chew or a little vitamin glucosamine for their joints. But at the same time, if your food, whatever you're feeding have that, you definitely want to make sure have it, bro. Vitamin D, the proper protein, all of that stuff is very, very key, especially between 0 to 18 months. So, that's why I always tell people, man, like I said, I'm going to say it again, make sure those pups eat 3 times. All right. If they 8 weeks, if they 8 weeks, and they ready to go to their new home, I always tell people to suggest that when they get into their new homes, they still eat 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure they eat 3 times a day. And it doesn't have to be a whole pile up of food or nothing. But what that does is, like I said, that gives them the proper vitamins, that give them the proper nutrition, and they're getting everything they need for their bones to grow the proper way.
How long do you keep them on that diet, Doro?
You will keep them on that diet all the way up until, I would actually say, let's see, 8 weeks. I would say you would do that up for real. For me, I would say all the way up until about a good 3 months. That's when I do it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Till they 3 months.
I do it up to like 6 to 8 months, for real.
Okay. And you could do that. You could do that 6 to 8 months, but 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, all of those, like, it's fine. But I suggest that you do that 3 times a day when they
This
puppies, just to help
pup-
that.
puppy stage lasts about what? What would you say?
Puppy stage.
I say 2 years. I go up to 2 years. I might.
Yeah. I always go up until a year, but yeah, technically they still puppy at 2 years old. So you kind of want to still do the same thing. You know, you don't have to
like
feed them
teenager.
3 times a day
Yeah.
when they're 2 years old. But
Yeah, no. But
yeah, because you know, like me, you can still give them goat milk or your second step and all that, all the way up until they 1 years old.
true.
You know, so you can still do all that good stuff for them, you know, all the way up until that time. But that's going to help the bones develop the proper way, and you're not going to get no arthritis and stuff like that setting up in those joints when they start running around in the yard, or you start taking them out and they running longer ways or walking longer. That's not going to happen for you, because those
Running
bones is pretty
downhill.
much, yeah, running uphill and downhill and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, that's what you want. So you want to make sure it got the proper nutrition, and you know what I'm saying. That's definitely gonna help you for sure.
My question is though, how do you do that without making your dog be overweight and start to knuckle over or to put stress on the joints?
Yeah, well, see, then you got the bozos, and I'm glad you asked me that, because you got people who are overfeed it. See, I said don't overfeed it. That was one of the things I said. So I said it doesn't have to be a lot of food now. Now, it has to be a balanced 3 meals. Okay, balanced 3 meals, and it has to be spaced out in time so that it makes sense, so that the puppy system can break the food down. Now, what does that
True.
mean? This is what it means. Okay, it means like this: if you wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, you feed your puppy.
True.
All right, your puppy's good all the way up until, I'm gonna say, about 12 in the afternoon. Your puppy should start getting hungry, right? Because you're giving it time to go ahead and poop all that out. So you're not backing them up and making them constipated. Okay, so you're gonna do about 12, right? And then once you do about 12, then at the same time you can go ahead and space it out again. You could do between 4, you could do between 5, or you can hold off if you want and do it at 8 if you want. It's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? But what that doing is those 3 times is giving your dog system a chance to empty itself out, so you're not getting a overweight dog. The dog is actually what you put. It's like a baby. What you put in the baby, it comes right out. What you put in the puppy, it's come right out. But what it's doing is getting the proper nutrients and water that it needs, and that's important.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I'm guilty of fat puppies, bro. But they get enough exercise the way they got enough muscle. You know what I'm saying, to carry that weight.
Mm-hmm.
But they gonna be fat as hell when you get them from me. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. Hey, CDC, I feed my puppies 3 times a day when they're puppies for about 3 months, and then I go to 1 time a day after that, and we'll skip a day every once in a while. And when they're puppies, that 3 times a day I do mine's, morning, noon, and night, because the puppy's they gonna let you know, hey, I'm hungry.
Right.
They be screaming, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to just being able to hook up to them teas.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. Hold on. Tony said they wouldn't. They wouldn't have to hear it if they did their own research and stopped depending on people to answer all the questions. He gave it a little Clay Davis right there. A simple a Google search should tell him you might not be ready for a mile. That's right. You talking about what you were saying, CDC?
Yeah. That's a lot more to Google. I mean, it helps though. Read articles and whatnot is definitely a big thing. I mean, and I still do that, but some people only do, like I said, the base level stuff of just how big does a dog get, Is it a good guard dog? You know, what colors does it come in? What else? What should I feed it? And the little result where it says chicken or egg or dog food, you know, some it's base level shit. It's not like really digging deep into it and giving general information that you can go far with, like a channel could, or even a mentor.
You know, I know people that love dogs but won't get one because they know the work that comes with a dog
Yep, yep,
and the legal shit you can get into with dogs.
yep.
So they love a dog to death but won't get one because they know.
Right. I know a couple people like that too.
Oh man,
Yeah, it ain't
I
no
love
joke.
this
My
one,
daughter
man.
found out the hard way.
What?
Having a dog broke her all the way down.
Well, bust through the fence, jumped over the dog house, jumped on top of the dog house, over the fence.
Bro, what you know about lifting the kennel up and throwing that bitch up in the air and sliding up under it before it fall back down?
I lifted the kennel up though. I did that the other day. I
Yeah,
was
bro.
showing y'all my old one that burned down.
Bitch dig a hole, pull the kennel back so she can slide up under it. Bitch is smart, bro.
That's how my uncle dog died. I caught up under there. Killed herself. Yeah. It's a lot, especially with higher energy dogs, man.
Yeah. Shit,
Everything expect them to do.
big girl will pick the bottom. You know how the fence is at the bottom when they got the wires that hold the fence down?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch to take her time and pick those off so she can just push through. Intelligent, bro, I promise.
Yeah, big girl ain't no joke though.
Hey, you know that first dog I was telling you about that my man thought made it with a coyote.
Yeah.
I went through the hood one day and rolled the window down while I'm driving. Man, that bitch jumped through the window.
The coyote dog?
Yeah, and I had the leash in my hand, and I had to think for a quick millisecond to let the leash go so I won't strangle her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this bitch is crazy.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all in the chat, whoever listen, whoever gonna catch it on the playback, this is one of the most important things that I'm gonna say. So make sure you're paying attention. Facts, and more facts. This year, okay, we've had a lot of snow. So the vet and doctors and nurses are predicting that parvo and heartworms is going to be at an all-time high this year, and ticks and fleas. It's going to be at an all-time high this year. So make sure you got your preventative care, that high level of care that Doro always talk about. Make sure you got that high level of care already ready to go. Lock and loaded, baby. Make sure you go, because you got to understand now, like I tell people all the time, you got to understand, like parvo is one of the most tracked sickness that there is. And what I mean by that is that it can live on the ground, bro. You could be walking your dog, is on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It could be on your shoes. You could be taking a walk. It could be on your shoes. You come back. You come back to your house. You got house dogs. You get dogs in the house. You track it in your house. Okay? And it's hard to get rid of. And I told y'all that before. Go back a couple episodes if you didn't, but I'll say it again if you didn't. The thing about it is that you want to make sure that you are watching where you walk. Okay? High traction, if you got puppies and you walking down an area where there's a bunch of dogs, be careful. Because parvo will wipe your whole litter off. You know what I'm saying? So vaccinating your dogs and making sure that you got that high level of care is very important, especially this year. Like this year, distemper, lepto, all of that. Don't let your dogs drink dirty water in the street, or old dirty rainwater, all that. Or make sure they got their lepto shot. Okay? All of this stuff is very important when you're talking about health for your dog. All right? Huh?
What about mange? Can a breeder be mangy?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, man.
Hey, do people even know what mange are, bro? Like, they don't even know those are mites. You know what I'm saying?
Mangy
A
people.
lot of people.
This nigga.
Nah, like I'm for real, like it is. I know a couple people that got lice and all that.
You know, they call it scabies in humans. You got scabies, brother.
Yeah, scabies, yeah.
Ugh.
100% on those illnesses. Yes. Yep, Della's got all her shots, her meds, her preventatives. It's important because it's daily important. Yes. Stay home with your dogs. If they're sick, like I try to tell people all the time, if your dog is sick, do not be big-headed. Like I tell people all the time, dogs get hurt and they feel like, oh, you know, say a dog hurt their leg. People will be big-headed. Oh, man, you know, because she can walk, he can walk. You know what I mean? Go. You know what I mean? No. Don't be big-headed. Don't let your dog jump down off the couch, off the bed, in the kennel. You take whatever the dog can jump on or jump off of. You take that for the time being. And you let them be on a flat surface in their kennel and rest. That's what's going to help if you don't have a fracture or anything serious. But if it's soft tissue, the best thing to do is to have that rest for your dog. Make sure you do that. Don't be big-headed when your dog, because you'll only make more damage. That's a fact. So, you know what I'm saying? The AKC is telling people that it's at an all-time high. Vets is telling people it's at an all-time high. I'm telling you, it's at an all-time high. You don't have to listen to me, but everybody that's saying it ain't wrong. And you just look at what's going on. We had a lot of snow. So you know those ticks and fleas is angry now. They ready to come out. You know what I'm saying? They ready to come out and attack. So you make sure you take care of your yard the best of your ability. Take care of your dogs, because it's gonna be a little ugly. What'd you say, GR?
Oh shit, heavy on the bleach outside.
Yeah. Heavy on the bleach.
Diet Thomas Earth.
I look put a little cup of bleach in the dog water.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
Okay.
I put a cap full in the 5-gallon bucket and give everybody some.
What's that do?
Shit. They keep them, you know what I'm saying, a little extra. It worked, bro. They don't be sick. Just keep them Provo away and all that shit. I don't really have no problem with Provo, none of that.
I ain't never heard of that.
For sure. A cap full in a 5-gallon bucket. That's what I do. I ain't telling nobody else to do it. But
That's
it
what.
works.
There you go. There you go.
Keep my dogs, you know, they be cleaned out. They don't never get sick. No Provo, distemper, lepto, none of that.
Because I did not tell y'all to do that. So don't go say you heard that on Doro Lounge, because Doro ain't tell you to do that. Okay.
And you wouldn't do that?
No, I would not.
Why you wouldn't do that?
Because would you drink bleach?
No, I wouldn't drink bleach, but there are certain things that like help keep your system clean and whatnot.
They put bleach in the water you drink now. Shit.
Yeah.
So you telling me bleach is in Deer Park?
It's in what?
Deer Park?
The Deer Park, like the water? What you mean?
Yeah. You said it's in the water. Bleach is in the water. So it's in Deer Park, it's in Fiji.
Tap water? Tap water.
I don't drink tap water.
True.
So what I'm saying is, would you drink it?
Some people do.
Yeah, some people drink. Your dog
I
drink
didn't
tap
ask you.
water.
I didn't ask you none of that. I
Your dog drink
said,
tap water.
answer the question. Would you put some bleach in your water
Until I
and
got
drink it?
until I had a refrigerator with a filter on it that gives us water, we drank tap water.
I didn't ask you that either.
But
You
I'm
drank
saying
that shit out of a hose when I was little. Shit.
this past 2 months, a month, 2 months ago, they sent us a letter saying that we shouldn't drink our water because there's a lot of lead in it.
True.
Say they didn't catch that late and you've been drinking lead water.
That ain't the point that I'm making. Again, I said nobody's answering my question. Would you put bleach in your water and drink it? Yes or no?
Hell no, I would.
No, hell no, I wouldn't. But shit, I got between 10 dogs. I'll do that. Yeah.
I wouldn't put my asshole.
So
Or
if you gotta understand it. You have to understand what you're doing to your dogs. Okay.
Bro, it's a lot of dog men do that.
Okay.
I wipe everything down with bleach because even I was an after school teacher for like 7 years, so like the 2% cap thing, we did use that, but it was just to wipe down everything.
Okay. But do you know how much damage you can do to the digestive tract by giving your dog bleach water?
That's a good point.
If we're gonna talk about it, we gotta talk.
That's a great point. But you know, some people don't get their dog over the counter worm medicine either because it's harmful to dogs for real.
Yeah.
We can go that way too.
Okay, so let's go that way. Which one? Which worm are you talking
Yeah,
about?
any of them are like
No, it ain't.
Especially on puppies. Real talk.
Pyrantel.
It's certain ones that are less harmful for sure. But all of them got chemicals, bro.
You said for puppies.
For any dogs, bro. I'm saying especially for puppies also.
Okay, so which one is bad for puppies?
Any of them, bro. I just said any of them. Pick one.
No.
All of them chemicals.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's your opinion, bro. But all of them
No, it ain't. It's
bro,
facts.
Some of them are less harmful, bro.
If a human
some of them are less harmful.
If a human takes fenbendazole, okay, if a human takes fenbendazole, it's going to hurt you because that's specifically for dogs. Pyrantel is for humans and dogs.
Okay, just like the heart medicine they get for dogs, that's Viagra in people.
Now, what you talking about?
It's just a different name. They renamed the shit. Viagra for people is a heart medicine for dogs.
What heart medicine? Man?
Let's Google it, dog. It's
no. I'm saying what heart medicine because I understand what you're saying.
Bro, let's Google it, dog.
Listen. Before you get all loud and defensive, I'm saying to you because Viagra was a heart medicine for humans, basically. That's why people was dying from Viagra because all the blood. I know about all of this, bro. Come on,
so
man. I'm not no fake vet tech, bro.
I ain't say that, but you acting like you ain't understanding what I'm saying because you said exactly what I just said.
No, what I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you, brother. What I'm saying to you is this. You said some people don't give their dog.
Yeah, to rebuttal what you were saying with the you know what I'm saying, we might not agree on it, but some people don't give their dogs worm medicine because they think it's chemicals in it that's hurting their dogs, cuz.
Okay.
That's
so this
you
is
know
what I'm saying to you.
No, he's not lying. No, I think that don't give no heart medicine. They don't believe it.
Yeah, they do. But those are the ones.
Fine, but I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but their dogs are fine where though? Their dogs are fine where? On their yard? Where they dogs fine at?
I'm with them, but I'm saying
How many of those people take their dogs off their yard though that don't vaccinate their dogs? How many people do that?
When you say vaccinations, bro.
No. He said that. He said they don't believe in vaccination.
Who said vaccination?
Didn't you say they don't believe in vaccinations?
They don't believe in heart medicine.
Okay, they don't believe in heart medicine.
Yeah, deworming their dogs with
Okay,
over the counter worming.
Okay, so that's the same thing. So they don't believe in heartworms. But where they dogs be at though?
I don't know where they dogs, but for the most part, I see them at the house. But
Yeah, them
All
jokers
I'm-
don't ever see no vets, man. Just
All
be
I'm-
honest.
All I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. You lead.
throw your Whitney.
Oh, bro, here we go, man. You know, I still got that in my videos, bro. That was funny. You know what I mean?
Before we start,
Okay. Listen,
go ahead.
this is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is, how many people that don't give a heart medication to their dog take their dog off their property is what I'm saying to you.
Bro, I don't know what these people do with their dog.
Yeah,
Y'all sitting up here vouching for people, and I'm trying to tell you. You sitting up here
I
telling
ain't
me
vouching for nobody. I was
bro,
giving
you
a
sitting
general
up here telling me
observation, bro.
what people don't do, though, bro.
But you asking me why would you get your dog bleached? You know what I'm saying? Like that's your opinion, bro, and I'm giving you like as a general
That's not my
observation,
opinion,
bro. Like
all,
this is
all
like
I'm
people
saying
do different
is,
things with their dogs, bro.
and that's fine.
I ain't telling nobody else to do it.
I ain't telling nobody else to do what I do. I ain't telling you. I tell my video. Listen. Let me control my fucking Whitney, okay? Listen. Hear me. Yo, hear me out. Hear me out now.
Come on.
This is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is this. I never tell people to give, because I heard a super duper dummy say that my channel is the channel to tell people to give the veterinarian medicine to people. I never told anybody to give the animals anything. Okay. Only thing I told people was to watch out for the rabies if you doing stuff with your dog. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If your dog sit in your yard all day, never leaves your property, sit in this kennel all day, I told people, don't listen to me. Okay? I'm talking to people who goes on hikes with their dogs, do different things, different environments with their dogs. This is what I'm talking about. This is the people that I'm talking to. Okay? I'm not talking to nobody who don't do nothing. So this is the thing.
I wasn't saying that I agree when I get the dog heart medicine.
See, now you and your fucking Whitney. You and your Whitney. Control your fucking Whitney, because I didn't say that.
No, I know you didn't say that, but I feel like it's kind of what you in that. Where you
No, that's not where I'm going with it.
Not
What
where
I'm
you
saying,
going now, but I'm saying before. You saying it like y'all saying y'all vouching for it. You did just say that verbatim that we're vouching for that.
okay. So you ain't just say that. Who was that agreed with it? That was just GR? That's what you saying?
I didn't say. I said do it. I didn't say. Oh yeah, I think everybody should not get the dog heart medicine.
Okay.
We were just saying what we saw, what we learned over the years, sir.
And what
Okay.
people do.
Okay, that's fine.
Dog owning is like a practice. People do different things. It's like
People
veterinarians.
do different
There you
things.
go. There you go.
People do.
Practice.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But y'all ain't listening though.
Okay.
Y'all think that I'm in my Whitney. Y'all won't let me talk.
Cut your Whitney off. And
You
go ahead.
won't know what I was gonna say because you ain't never let me finish.
Go ahead, man.
Listen, bro. What I'm saying is, I totally agree with you. Okay? I totally agree with you, brother.
Totally.
Yes, because
All right,
of the simple fact that everybody do different things for their dogs. I don't frown. I'm not frowning at GR because he give his dog bleach water. All I said is why. I said, do you understand what can happen with that dog? You mess up the
Yeah, I
digestion trait.
understand. Yeah, I understand the potential,
Okay.
but I make sure, you know what I'm saying? It's not a constant thing. It's a every now and thing, like during the summertime or something.
So
every now and again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hold on. So understand what Doro Lounge is about. Understand what the platform that we all are on right now, right? So people come on, they listen to us, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all need to go look at the likes and the views that we've been getting the last couple shows. They listen to us, y'all.
We can elaborate, sir, if you need us to.
All right. So all I'm saying is to make a disclaimer for people that you know what I'm saying, that might hear that, because I'm very like, I pay attention and very careful of what I tell people to do with their animals. Whether there's even that, everything in the vet field, I do not say to do for your dog. That's a fact. Everything that the vet might do or try to get your dog, I will tell you. I tell people, no, if that ain't a core vaccine, you don't need it. You need your core vaccines. That's what I think. You definitely need your heartworm medication if your dog leave the yard. If your dog don't leave the yard and it's just in the yard all day, then fine.
And then who say you're wrong or right though? You know, like we're not. What we were saying, I wasn't saying do that. You know, I wasn't saying don't give your dog heart medicine. There's people that do.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying everybody don't give their dog heart medicine, but there's people that do that. Just like some people may listen to you and say, okay, well, I'm not going to give him that core vaccine, or I will, or he don't know what he's talking about, you know? But I'm trying to push that out there as everybody.
My man right here, he just said the downside to the vets is they strictly practice by the book, and that's the thing, brother. But once you in the field, you realize that the book ain't right, and you can't just go by the book. You have to improvise. That's
They
the
are
thing
selling.
about it.
They are selling medicine also.
They are selling medicines, and that's why I always tell everybody that to know what you need to know about your dog before you even go there.
And they got to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's just like your doctor. You go to your doctor all of a sudden, if you got asthma or you got an ailment or whatever the case is, your doctor try to give you the most expensive asthma pump. Just why? Because it's going to get him more money, keep the lights on in the practice, and it's going to run your pockets. You got to understand. I understand that, y'all. I try to save our pockets, so I get that. I don't do everything by the book because by the book is never always right. Now, some certain precautions and certain things, yes, you have to go by the book to do certain things, but not everything. You can't do everything by the book. It's just like I commented on a page, Senza Tempo Cane Corso, and this girl that's in school tried to tell me, she's like, no, when you spay a female, she can't get tumors on her nipples and stuff like that. I said, who told you that? I said, who told you that? She tried to tell me that a 6-month-old puppy can't get pyo. I said, who told you that? You gotta understand and know what you know. You see what I'm saying? She wanted to go back and forth with me. So I told her a 6-month-old puppy can get pyo because she can be going into her heat. What are you talking about? Do you understand? No, because when you spay your dog, it does this, that, and the third. I say, you trying to tell me, baby girl?
Try to put you in your place.
You can't tell me, baby girl. You can't. I'm sorry. So that's the thing that I'm trying to tell. That's the thing I'm trying to say. Everything is not by the book. You ain't going to do everything right by the book. And yes, they don't know the things that we know. They don't know some of the vets don't know. You know how many vets I taught stuff to? Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't know the street side of it, y'all.
What's the street
They
side of it?
don't even know. They don't know what American Bully is. Okay? They don't know what an Amstaff is. An Amstaff to them is a pit bull.
Yeah.
A Staffy,
Put both words.
a Staffy to them is a pit bull. They clump all the dogs together and make it one breed. So that way they're giving advice to you as your dog should be a 60-pound pit bull. So that's why I say you need to know what you need to know first before you go in there. Because they'll have you dropping pounds off of weight off of your bully that don't need to be, because that's just the mass of your dog. You got to understand what you're supposed to understand first, always.
And they into messing up ears now. They don't know what they're doing.
You talking about crop?
Yeah, they trying to crop ears now.
I ain't even know that. But I'm just saying, I never tell people to do 100% what they do. You do old school things and old school ways. It's certain things about me that's old school, and I hear you. I get you. I ain't looking down. I just ask you, what the hell you do that for? Now you tell me your reasons. Okay. Just keeping it a beam with you. But it's a risk to everything, though. And that's a fact.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
It's a risk to everything. Some things are a little bit more severe than others. Like ivermectin. You guys know about ivermectin?
Yeah.
Ivermectin to kill your dog real fast if you use it wrong.
Goddamn Corey.
All right then. So that's what I'm saying. You guys gotta understand, right? Is all I try to tell people is that no dog is the same, and what one dog might can handle, another dog might can't. Like for instance, Bane has a stronger stomach than Chanel. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that Chanel can't handle, Bane can handle. And that's the difference when I try to tell people all the time. So that's why you have to be careful and know your dog as well. Y'all with me now? Because everybody all quiet now. Y'all with me?
And I disagree. Mm-hmm.
You say you disagree?
I said I just agree.
Oh, I didn't hear you, brother.
10-4.
I didn't hear you.
Well, proceed.
Yo, you guys are funny, man.
Good, man. What you think?
What'd you say?
I said you good?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yo, come on, man.
What?
What you think? I was mad?
No, I ain't say that. I just asked if you was good. You was like, come on, man. I'm like, what you talking about?
Oh, because you said, what you just say?
I said proceed.
No, you said something else.
I kind of try to keep it funky though. You know what I mean? I do use the vets, especially when it's stuff that you know that pops up, and especially doing the pup doing the initial. But I know how to give shots and all that stuff. But getting that vet interaction
is a good thing too, because they learn that other humans
subscribe
need to
button.
be touching on them and stuff.
That before you press play.
What you say?
I said make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Do that before y'all press play.
For sure.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people need to do a better job of socializing their animals, though.
Yep.
That can make a scary dog. You know, you think they biting you because they scary. They're not confident. You know what I'm saying? A confident dog really don't bite much.
Right.
So if you socialize your dog, they'll know how humans interact.
Yeah.
My uncle, he trying to act like his dog about that.
Who?
Like he said, I'm gonna put my dog on you. She's been on the chain a little long, starting to get mean. Hey,
Who said this? Your uncle?
Yeah, it's my uncle. He said his female been on the chain a little long, and she started to get mean. He said he's gonna put her on me. I said, you proud of that?
He already owe you the Ariana Grande shirt.
Huh?
All right, I'm done, bro. I'm done. But now people need to understand, like, chain aggression, bro. Like, dogs are a lot more aggressive on the chain.
Yep.
You know they also gotta understand half prime aggression.
Say it again.
They also gotta understand half prime aggression.
You real low, CDC. What you say?
I said they also gotta understand half prime aggression.
What's that?
Somebody that's been drinking too much. I'm done.
I can't hear him.
Man, he trolling, man.
I said half prime aggression is somebody that's drinking too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done for the night. I'm done.
Yo, but this is a fact. 416 said one dog at your rival home is a different situation than a city with 400K dogs and a possible health situation. But that's a fact. That's a fact. But that's what people don't understand. Like high traffic situations, like dog parks got the most germs, bro. Your dogs will definitely get a whole bunch of stuff at the dog parks. They don't understand that though.
If you hiking with your dog, though, you know it's a lot of stuff back there too. Deers, rabbits,
Yeah.
coyotes. You know,
but if you got your vaccination and you got stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's very rare like a coyote will just like run up to your dog versus like
no, I'm saying they can touch the same thing that those animals touch.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, your dog gonna sniff all kind of shit, rabbit shit, goat shit, whatever was out there. They gonna sniff.
Yeah, and then get a parasite from it. Yes.
True.
Yeah.
So it's a parasite out there too. If you know what I'm saying, if you're moving like that with your dogs through the woods and whatnot.
Right. Tony said 100 about the dog chain aggression. Well, that's true, and there's also kennel aggression too. Like you got to understand where your dog is most comfortable at. So if your dog is always in a kennel and they look aggressive, it's just because that dog feels safe there. Put him behind something else and see if he got that same or she got that same aggression. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that.
You know, I think dogs are more obedient and more calmer when they raise off of the chain or, like you say, not in the kennel.
Yeah.
They listen better. They not as, you know what I'm saying, zoomies. You know what I'm saying? They're a lot calmer.
Yep.
Because, you know, dogs, you know, in the dog world, they're not used to, that's their restrictions. They're not used to chains and collars and shit.
Yep.
Man, the dog 101.
Coccidia too, Tony. Rabbits, deer, squirrels, birds, coccidia.
Yeah. Coccidia, real.
Yep. Come on, man.
That's what I was saying there. You get too much of that Corey, your dog out of here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
416 said, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about. He said, I seen dogs toughest in the kennel, then ain't nothing when the door is open. And that's a fact. It's just like a dog can be tough in his home, and then you have your homie over, and your homie just walk in, and the dog backs up. You know what I'm saying? It's making all that noise, but it ain't really doing nothing.
That's not a confident dog.
Exactly. You gotta make sure your dog is confident from a pup. That's where it's gonna get that work and that protection from. You know what I'm saying? If it's confident, it'll kill for you.
For sure.
You know, if it's unsure of itself, yeah. But what you was about to say, Matt?
Oh no, I was just saying like a dog in a home by itself, you can get the most out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all can hear him? I couldn't hear him.
You can't hear Matt?
No, I couldn't hear him clearly.
Yeah, we can hear him. Matt, did your AirPod die?
Nah, check.
You still can't hear him, CDC?
No, I can't. It's all good.
Catch Dog Concepts.
Big catch dog.
Big Catch Dog. My dog. Hey, man. I feel like we beat this one down. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one.
Hold on.
What's up? What's up?
Nothing. Don't do nothing. What do y'all think about
Here you go.
these people? You know what? We're gonna say this for another. Don't even worry. We're gonna say this for another.
Because you was about to troll.
I wasn't about to troll. It was a serious question.
All right, go ahead.
CDC.
You trying to put a jacket on me I don't want to wear.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Hey, I got a question for you, CDC.
What's up?
Or dogs that hunt small prey, are they catch dogs?
I wouldn't say so. No.
They catching shit, my boy.
I mean, they are, but
So like a coon dog, is it a catch dog?
not really a catch dog.
Okay.
A catch dog is like a bull terrier.
I got you.
Like a cattle dog. That's almost like a catch dog.
Big prey.
Right.
I got you.
Catch dog.
No, I probably would have included their ass in that though. 'Cause that's work. That's work, man. I probably would include them in.
No, that's work for sure. Yeah, I'm just crediting it, but it's the difference between like a coon and a hog, you know?
No, I get what you're saying. I was just, it was just a question.
Yeah, no, sure.
CDC, what you was about to ask, man?
And I'm cool, man.
We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, brother.
You already put the jacket on me, bro.
See, man, he in his Whitney now. See, I ain't in my Whitney when you commenting 2 pints of Mad Dog 2020 and all types of other stuff.
Is he drunk?
They made that emoji.
What?
They made that 2 pints of MD 2020 emoji for you.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying, man?
But he won't say the question though.
Yeah, no,
Say the
I'm cool.
question.
We can save it for another time.
All right.
I already zipped the jacket up you put on me. I'm ready
See,
to go outside.
Okay, so it's cool for you to put all types of jackets on me about me drinking and all that stuff, right?
I know.
Bro, we know you're not an alcoholic, bro.
But you got me and GR. You got people just gonna think me and GR is drunks.
GR and the real John the second are not drunks.
I'm gonna say my whole government on the line, bro.
Bro, they are out here in these streets, man.
Damn, Javier.
It's not Javier, it's Javier.
Javier.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'll put a little Cuban on it next time.
What GR stand for? Good rum?
Grady, my brother, my last name, Grady.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, read in between the lines, big dog.
Yo, he said good rum, GR.
Good rum.
Good rum,
Alright.
80.
All right, Drill Levert.
All right, Peter Guns.
Hey. Damn. Oh, shit.
Oh my God, he took it back to the
Yeah,
uptown.
he killed me with that one, goddamn.
Man,
He
got a
did,
roast.
man.
Got a roast session at the end of the show.
Hey man, I love all sessions, man. I appreciate
Bro, it
it.
used to be worse, bro. Like,
Yeah, they did used to go at it though. He called him Sammy Davis Jr.
yeah.
I called him that.
I hit him with the Oprah.
Oprah is
Because you know he be interviewing people and shit. You feel me?
Oprah is crazy.
CDC, you was a little mad at that, Hobby. You was,
He snapped. He look,
you
you
was
look
like,
like
yo, who Oprah?
Yeah, he was like, "Who's up?"
That's ridiculous.
Oh man, Colin.
So who was Zero?
He called me Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, it's KG.
That's Charlamagne the God.
No,
Oh man, damn.
Charlamagne.
all right, Junkyard Dog.
Okay. All right, Truck Taylor.
All right, Robert Tractor Trailer.
All right, Carl Winslow.
Damn. No, Winslow, bro, you crazy as hell. Damn.
Oh,
Man,
my
was at the
God.
Diddy party.
Yo,
Ooh.
this dude is crazy, man.
Are you walking out?
Man, my walk it out ain't working, man. I think I gotta reprogram it, man.
Drunk.
Let's see. Let's see.
What'd you say, CDC?
It's drunk.
I think it is drunk, man.
Man.
Let's see.
Damn,
Let's
man.
see. Let's see if it's working. Can y'all hear it?
No, I can't
No?
hear it.
See? I think it's drunk, man.
Yeah. They didn't have to walk in a straight line. You didn't fail the breathalyzer test. Don't walk in a straight line.
Yeah, man. I missed the walk it out, man. That's the John right there. I'm gonna have to fix the soundboard, man. Cause I missed the explosion too, man. I miss all the sounds that we had.
Oh, the explosion was lame.
Huh?
The explosion was a little lame, a little bit.
The explosion was lame?
Just a little bit. But
So what you like,
your age group is probably about right, but like
Damn. Damn, cuz.
modern day, it ain't hitting like that.
You know, diabetes is the number one killer.
It's sweet. Said you too sweet.
Well, y'all crazy.
Yo, job about to get off work looking like a rotisserie at Walmart.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you end. It's your show. I'm gonna let you end it off. I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh, come on, man. You know, we could go all day.
We're good.
This ain't nothing new.
Let you have it though. I'm gonna let you end it off with that.
He and his Whitney, y'all.
I ain't in my. I'm gonna let you have it. You got it. You got it.
Oh man, we gotta find. I'm gonna find a Whitney Houston song, man. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on the soundboard.
Just for you.
Yo, for you.
Just for you. If you say GR, before you get defensive,
Quick.
Actually, I said that to GR.
I know you can trying to put jackets on people that ain't wearing them.
I know.
No,
I
no.
swear I ain't had that jacket on.
Yo, GR is one of the
it
most
was 80
defensive
degrees
talkers.
today.
GR, don't GR. You
What's
ain't
up?
one of the most defensive talkers ever, bro.
I don't mean nothing by it, bro.
You don't, but I'm just saying you are.
Yeah. But you know, it's different when you see somebody in person and talking to them.
Down there. I think it's full. You got it? Okay, all right. I think there's some more in there.
Goddamn, boss man.
All right.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Talking about some all right.
Flip out here. I'm at the report.
Old pimp.
Yeah, right.
Old young pimp. All right.
Right on to the right on, brother.
You got it all right.
You look like Avery if he was dark skinned.
What?
You look like Avery if he was dark skinned.
I look like who?
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil if he was dark.
Oh shit, he back.
You right, bro.
Oh.
You the biggest boss.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you already know. You look like Eddie LeBert.
You look like Gerald. Baby, hold on to
You
me.
like Eddie.
The OJ's in the building, bro.
You velvet teddy bear looking mom. Oh man. Yo, don't nobody have fun like us, man. What'd you say, Hobby?
I said my work phone finna
I know. I hear it, man.
work phone. This
Let
phone
me get a
good,
chat.
though.
Let me get a chat. They shout outs, man. Della's World. I appreciate you, brother. Always coming through, showing love, participating. Gorilla Backs Kennels. Love, bro. I appreciate you always coming through, giving us a listen. You know I appreciate that always, man. Always. Who else? AQ. Tony. You know I appreciate you, Tony. You know I appreciate you, AQ. Always coming through. 416. You know I appreciate you, brother. Always coming through, showing love, dropping knowledge. All y'all drop knowledge. Appreciate y'all, all y'all. No doubt. Blue Line. You know I appreciate you, bro. Always. Always, man. GR, what's the girl name? Nylan?
Yeah.
Nylan, I appreciate you coming through, checking us out. Summer 26, GR80 Kennels / Doro Recio Bully Camp for sure, because I got the stud, you heard? Go ahead and plug that in there. You know what I mean? TESD, I appreciate you for coming through, brother. Showing love in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't understand you, man, with your comment, but now I understand it. Now I appreciate you for coming through, man. Always. CDC, you came on the panel. I appreciate your drunk behind coming in the chat and then coming on the panel. It's all love, always, bro. Mac, I appreciate you, Mac. I appreciate you, GR. This was a really good show, man. You know, really good show. I like what we did there. And I just wanted to talk dogs tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just strictly dogs. And that's what we did, man. Besides at the end, you know, we had to have a little fun as brothers, but it's all love. Because, you know, showing your brotherhood for other people to listen to, man, it only can make other people inspired to have brotherhood, you know, with their brothers or build a community with each other like we did. So I appreciate everybody, man. This has been a hell of a show. I mean, if you didn't catch it, catch the replay, man. If you listen back to it, I appreciate you. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button. We just growing, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, I appreciate y'all. Always, man. I can't walk it out, so we're gonna naturally walk it out. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see y'all next time. Easy.
Peace.